Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Steph, also known as the Freckled One. Today I'm going to be talking about yes, I just have two period hacks that help me get through those relatively painful and uncomfortable few days of the month that aren't my favorite, to be honest. And if you've watched my best of 2020 hair and lifestyle video, then these two things won't come as a surprise to you. But before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to all of the new subscribers. Hello, welcome. We are so happy to have you, and I am so happy that you have decided to join the Freckled fam. And our special subscriber shout out today goes to Elisa Magana. Hello Elisa, thank you so much for subscribing and for leaving comments throughout several of my videos. I have checked out your YouTube channel and it is fantastic, and I am now a subscriber. So thank you so much, and I hope that us smaller YouTubers can continue to support each other. Without further ado, let's get into the menstruation products. So the first product that I want to talk about is something that you may have come across on social media. Maybe you've seen an ad for them. Maybe you know somebody that already uses them. But I'm going to be talking about none other than THINX underwear. I don't know what I would do without THINX. A couple of videos back, I did talk about having an ovarian cyst and having it removed. I have slowly transitioned from using tampons from when I first had my period, when I was a young teen, up through, honestly, the age of like 27 maybe. And since then I've kind of transitioned to having either panty liners or pads and then using tampons less frequently. And now I almost never use tampons, and I am so much happier. I don't know if it's just me getting older. I mean, I'm only 30 years old and I'll use a tampon every once in a while, but in my coming of age and having issues down there with that cyst and potentially having more cysts in the future, I think I've just become less inclined to put things inside of my body, if that makes sense. Especially things that are like made out of cotton or bleached cotton. And sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent, but if you haven't heard of THINX, they are a company that specializes in menstruation underwear. So each style has a unique level of absorbency depending on your flow, anywhere from light to super heavy. There's something for everybody. Something else that I absolutely love about this company is that they really do listen to feedback. They just expanded their sizing to include extra small to extra large, and then we also have size X, 1X, all the way up to 4X. And so they've accommodated for all different body types, and I'm in love. So I have gained quite a bit of weight since purchasing some of my pairs, and I love that they are that flexible and stretchy, that they have been able to stretch to what my current body feels like. And every single pair that I own has just been able to hug me where I need to be hugged at this fluffy time of the month, and they really do make me feel supported in all the places that I need it. Something that is absolutely incredible is that THINX is now approved to be reimbursed through your FSA, HSA, or HRA accounts. Each account works a little bit differently, so you just need to double check with your plan first. But if you do have any one of those accounts and are interested in THINX, be sure to save your order confirmation, because that's the way that you can get reimbursed. And the very last thing that I'm going to mention before going into which styles I have and love, for US and Canadian customers, you can get free shipping from July 23rd through July 26th. All right, so the first style I'm going to be talking about is the French cut. It has a little bit more of like a high cut leg, showing a little bit more bikini. And when I was at my previous weight, it did cover my belly button, but right now the band sits right below my belly button. This is the heavy absorbency, so it does hold 4 tampons worth in a single pair. And I own 4 of these, I think, because I can't get enough. Not to mention the material of this is so buttery soft. Whatever you're wearing over it just kind of glides right over. It is so, it's like a baby butt. All right, so the next style I'm gonna talk about is their super high waist. This is kind of, this reminds me of the French cut, but it just goes up a lot higher and it has this mesh, this like see-through mesh on each side. And this is the super absorbency and holds about 5 tampons worth. I love these for my first or second day because it obviously has the most absorbency that they have, and I just feel so supported. It does cover my belly button, which I love, and the mesh holds me where I need to be held, but it doesn't feel too restricting. It's honestly perfect. And the band is just, I mean, every band that they have is so stretchy, but I don't know, I think the mesh is so sexy. And you know, typically on my first or second day of my cycle, I don't feel the sexiest, but I feel really sexy in these. All right, and then the last style I'm gonna talk about is their sleep shorts. Oh, they're so soft. These are their sleep shorts. I think this is one of their newest styles, but they are also super absorbency, so they hold 5 tampons worth. They are, like I said, just buttery soft, and I think that this is one of their more gender neutral styles, which I do love. I absolutely love wearing these, especially when I'm kind of just lounging around the house. I also don't feel strange like going out to the grocery or anything just wearing these, because you do have, you know, the built-in undie inside, and then the shorts are kind of detached and are free to fall where they need to fall. But they are so soft, and I need to get more of these because one is not enough for me. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like these aren't a big investment. They definitely are. These aren't underwear that you can like compare to a 5-pack of Fruit of the Looms at Target or something like that. I think the styles that I have range anywhere from $35 to $50. Pretty sure the sleep shorts are $50. But I love not having to run out to the drugstore because I don't have any tampons or pads, and I love the sustainability aspect of these. I mean, it kind of sounds ridiculous, but somehow these have made me feel more connected to my body. One of the most frequent questions I get about these is the smell, and to be perfectly honest, I do not have an issue with that. I only wear each pair anywhere from like 12 to 18 hours, and obviously that depends on what your own flow is like. When I'm on my period, I tend to shower a little bit more frequently. The only time that I have ever noticed that kind of like iron-rich smell that many of us know is when I sit down to pee and pull these down, and I can get the tiniest bit of scent, but once they're on, there's no smell leakage at all, which is absolutely fantastic. I do have an affiliate link with THINX. I am a THINX leader, and so if you want $10 off your purchase, you can use the link that I have in the description box down below. And my second period hack is this. What is this, you might be wondering? I wondered the same thing when I first saw it, but this is the LIVIA, which is a TENS machine, which stands for transcutaneous electrical nerves stimulation. People use this in physical therapy. People with chronic pain use TENS machines, but this is a super small portable version of what most TENS machines look like. But essentially they send electrical signals to whatever part of your body is experiencing pain, and it floods the nervous system with stimulation so that whatever pain you're experiencing, the signal cannot be sent to your spinal cord and then to your brain. So it's kind of tricking your body into thinking that it isn't experiencing pain, which is, as a registered nurse, I know that starting out with the least invasive intervention is best, and if necessary, you can wind up to a more invasive intervention. And I did not have menstrual cramps until After I removed my IUD, which was in, I would say 2015, I think, and especially since having my ovarian cyst removed surgically, it was absolutely excruciating my very first period after that. And so I honestly don't know what I would do if I didn't have this. In the past, I would have to take a medication, a pain relieving medication, to relieve that cramp pain, and I haven't had to take any pain medication regarding my period ever since purchasing this. The other absolutely amazing thing about this is how small it is and how discreet this is. So I want to show you with the LIVIA. It comes in this really adorable little case, and you can open it up. You have your charging cable here, which is USB, and then you have your little TENS machine. So the first thing that I do is I apply the pads. They come on these sticky, clear pieces of plastic. I save these because these are super reusable, and to maintain their stickiness, I just like storing them like this. But you remove the piece of plastic and you stick these over wherever you're experiencing pain. So just over my uterus, and I put both there, and then I take the cord that is left, attach it, put it on, and then adjust my settings, whichever intensity that I need, and then I just clip it onto my underwear or the pants that I'm wearing, and whatever shirt I'm wearing can just fall right over it, and it looks like there's absolutely nothing on my body. I've worn this to work, I've worn it to the gym, I've worn it pretty much everywhere. I've never had an issue with the battery. It has lasted all day, and at night I don't really wear it if I don't need to, but you can also do that. I really do not know what I would do without this. I have been able to come off of medication every single month, and it really does work. It blocks the signal to my brain from feeling pain. One of the questions that I get with this is if the electrical shock hurts, and the answer is absolutely not. So I also have a code with them. It is freckled10, where you can get 10% off. I think they're currently doing some sort of like 4th of July sale where you get 35% off. So with my code, you can get 45% off. You also get a extra skin. So an extra one of these that you can switch out to whichever color that you like. And I didn't mention this before, but this video is not just intended for folks who identify as women. This is for anybody who experiences menstruation, and this video isn't to shame anyone that uses any of the things that I just mentioned. Whatever works for you, I'm super happy for you. But if you are interested in exploring other methods of handling your period, then I hope that this video has helped. Anyway, that is it for this video. If you aren't already, hit that subscribe button down below if you want to keep hanging out, and then hit that notification bell as well if you want to know every single time that I post. But until then, everybody, take care, be safe, and be kind. Bye.